Hey, welcome back to YT Finance, and today we are going to be talking about BNGO stock and NNDM stock, which are Bionano Genomics stock and Nano Dimension stock, which both have great money-making potential for us as investors of over 8 times. However, people are worried about BNGO stock being delisted because of its low stock price. But some good news is that Nano Dimension is prepared for an acquisition with another company, which could cause the stock price to surge up. Remember to like this video right now for BNGO stock or NNDM stock. Subscribe if you are new, comment down below your thoughts on these stocks, and let's get into our first stock article. If you don't already know, Bionano Genomics, ticker symbol BNGO, is a biogenetics company that has special technology that can help in the research and diagnosis of autism and other neurodevelopmental disabilities that are extremely specific. BNGO has state-of-the-art genetic testing technology that can be used in a plethora of ways in the medical field to gather data and provide accurate genetic testing for those who need it. Currently, BNGO stock has skyrocketed 86% just today, which could save them from being delisted on the Nasdaq. To catch you up, the Nasdaq allowed BNGO until June 28, 2021 to trade above a $1 stock price. If the company does not meet this requirement, it could be delisted, or it would have to undergo a reverse stock split like ACB had to remain listed on the exchange. BNGO stock has been in this predicament before, because previously the company was given 180 days by the Nasdaq exchange, so the company's common stock can trade above $1 for a minimum of 10 days straight. Luckily for Bionano Genomics stock, BNGO has been growing in popularity very rapidly, which has brought in more investors, meaning that the stock price has increased to the point that it will no longer be delisted. The CEO of Bionano Genomics had to say this, and I quote, "We are pleased that Nasdaq granted our request for an extension. We have been making steady progress with our business, and this extension gives us extra time to regain compliance as we continue to advance our Sapphire system in our target markets of discovery, research, and cytogenomics." Currently, the stock price for BNGO stock is $2, with a chance of a 25 times upside in the decades to come, and rumors are going around that ARK Invest is looking to back them, but we will know this for sure if BNGO is added to any of the existing ARK ETFs, which would most likely be ARK's ARKG ETF, which focuses on genomic stocks of the future, so we will have to wait and see. Next up in stock news, we have Nano Dimension stock, ticker symbol NNDM, which is a 3D printing company that manufactures complex 3-dimensional flexible computer chips and circuit boards that can be used for air drones, cars, satellites, smartphones, and even medical devices. Basically, Nano Dimensions can take a 3D CAD/CAM computer model and use additive manufacturing technology to make a real-world and real-life product of what was created virtually, which is pretty amazing. As of today, Nano Dimension stock was up 12%, which could be because previously it was announced that Nano Dimension sold a Dragonfly LDM system to an Academy of Engineering Physics. This Dragonfly system is one of a kind, and no one else has this technology in the entire world apart from Nano Dimension, which uses this technology to produce complex multi-layered electronic equipment. This technology is highly versatile because it has uses in institutions of higher learning, defense, aerospace, autonomous vehicles, robotics, and biotechnology. By 3D printing these technologies, it gives better performance, reduces the size and weight, and it will revolutionize how computing equipment is manufactured, because now we can have 3-dimensional computer chips and connections instead of just 2-dimensional connections, which are limited by their nature. The CEO of Nano Dimension says, and I quote, "Thanks to shareholders shareholders' support, we now have approximately 425 million, not including the 250 million registered direct offering which was priced on December 27th, 2020, in cash, and are well positioned to capitalize on our near-term initiatives. This means that so far, Nano Dimension, ticker symbol NNDM, has raised $657 million in cash, which will help them focus even more on research and development. NNDM stock has raised more than 1,300% in the last couple of months, giving Nano Dimension a $1.2 billion market cap. However, Nano Dimension only made $1.5 million in revenue compared to a competitor named Stratasys, ticker name SSYS, who made $400 million in revenue. But we have to also remember that Nano Dimension is also a much newer company, so this revenue gap makes a lot of sense. Nano Dimension is an Israeli company who is currently preparing itself for a large acquisition, where NNDM even hired a US investment bank named Needham to advise them on their acquisition, which is supposed to be with a US-based company, but we just do not know which one as of yet. This large acquisition is supposed to be monumental, so this is definitely going to have a major positive impact on the stock price. The CEO of Nano Dimension then shines light on the acquisition plan by saying this, and I quote, "This is an environment that allows Nano Dimension to make effective use of the support of its shareholders, and we have at that moment two targets on which we are focusing, speeding up and promoting our research and development, and at the same time looking for a private company to acquire at the right price, whose value has fallen, but that is strategically synergetic." Basically, Nano Dimension is looking to purchase another private company so it can expand its reach. However, I hope that NNDM does not issue shares to raise capital for this acquisition, because then it will dilute the share price, which will not be good for shareholders. Right now, there is little competition for Nano Dimension, but two prime competitors are 3D Systems, ticker symbol DDD, and Stratasys, ticker symbol SSYS, which we talked about earlier. However, in terms of technology, Nano Dimension does have an edge over these competitors. Currently, Nano Dimension is one of the industry leaders in this sector who is trying to grab a piece of the market that is worth $60 billion. Even if NNDM grabs a small portion of this market, the share price will be higher than what it is currently, with potential of more upside in the future. Nano Dimension estimates that it is approximately 2 years ahead of its competitors, even while it's in its early stages of development. As a warning, Nano Dimension along with BNGO are speculative long-term plays and should be treated as such. I personally do not own either of these stocks, but they are on my watch list to potentially invest into later on. Remember to like this video, subscribe if you are new, and I will see all of you in the next YT video.